you for a child when you found out that you would be having one? If you weren't, did you ever think to yourself, what if you would have used some type of birth control? For those of you who do not have children, how many of you are prepared? WebMD 2005 to 2013 tells us birth control is a way for men and women to prevent pregnancy. There are many different methods of birth control. Birth control is a good choice if you are not ready for children. In this speech, I will list some effects of not using birth control. I will also provide statistics on birth control use. Lastly, I will provide some facts on different forms of birth control and why they may be the best choice. I hope to instill in you that using birth control is a wise choice. I also hope that you will make a good decision based on where you're at in your life when it comes to using protection. I'm sure all of you have witnessed how drastically children can change someone's life. There are many effects and consequences of not using birth control. Whether you are too young or just not ready for kids, many of the reasons why you should use birth control are much the same. First, there are a ton of costs associated with having a child. You have to worry about having a good place to live to raise them. A steady job would also be a good idea to help cover all the extra costs of diapers and formula when they are younger. And you have to buy groceries for two once they get old enough to eat some of the same things that you do. Also, there are plenty of medical bills that will arise. The first, hospital bill, all of the checkups, and anytime they get sick, which is usually pretty often. It's easy for them to catch everything being so little. Second, it's very difficult to keep up some sort of a social life on the side. You become so busy working and taking care of yourself and another life that it takes up all of your extra time you might have had before. It's also tough to do things you normally would because sometimes children are too young to do those things. My 2-year-old son is rotten majority of the time when we just try to go out to eat. He doesn't sit still or behave very long. Almost everywhere you go, you will have a little someone tagging along, or you'll have to find a sitter, which is not easy either. Simple things just like running to the store quick become a little more difficult. Time with friends becomes very slim, especially if they have children as well. My best friend and I live right next door to each other, but we still only see each other maybe once a week. We always try to find something to do alone or with our kids, but since the kids and work take up most of our time, our schedules don't always match up. Having children can cause many rough times during your life due to all of the above, and also many more reasons that can stem from those. Next, statistic brain from Planned Parenthood, March 2012, provides us with many statistics about birth control use. 62 million women in the U.S. are in their childbearing years. 62% of these women use some form of birth control. Only 6% of this group actually becomes pregnant during their usage. 80% of men and 68% of women do not use any form of protection. 10% of mothers are under the age of 19, which I could definitely see increasing quickly. We see many teenage mothers in our society lately. Also from this site are the statistics of the forms of birth control being used. 28% use the pill, 27.1% use condoms, intrauterine devices are used by 5.5%, 9.9% of males have had vasectomies, and 16.1% are sterilized. Lastly, I will list different birth control options. I will discuss the advantages of each, but keep in mind sometimes there are disadvantages as well, although they are very rare. You can then decide which one is best for you. First, I will start with information on the pill offered by Planned Parenthood 2013. The pill is an oral contraception that needs to be taken every day. Some of the pills may need to be taken around the same time each day to be more effective as far as releasing hormones into your body that help prevent the pregnancy. Less than 1 out of 100 users can become pregnant if they remember to take the pill each day. Less than 9 out of 100 could become pregnant if it is not always used as directed. The pill is a simple and safe method, and it sometimes also provides more advantages for women. Another choice is the birth control shot. Baby Center in 1997 to 2013 helps us to know a little more about it. The shot is given every 3 months into the muscle of your buttock or upper arm. This is a good method if you can't remember to take the pill, or you don't want or can't use an implant. This wouldn't be a good choice if you plan to start trying for pregnancy within about a year or so, because it can take a while for your fertility to return after your last shot. The shot is 99.7% effective if used regularly. Only 3 out of 1,000 could possibly become pregnant each year if the shot is used correctly. Everyday Health Media 2013 is a great source for more articles and information on the birth control shot. Also, there is the patch that helps prevent pregnancy. Planned Parenthood of 2013 provides us with information on the patch as well. This is a thin plastic patch that sticks to your skin. A new patch must be placed on your skin each week for 3 weeks, and then there is a week without it. The patch is made to release the same hormones as the birth control pill. It will work best when it is placed on the skin exactly on time. If users always use it as directed, only 1 out of 100 women can become pregnant each year. If it is not always used, 9 out of 100 have a chance. This is similar to the birth control pill. Nice things about this choice are that you only have to remember to change the patch once a week, and it is safe and convenient. An intrauterine device is also a good option. There are many different brands of this. I chose to find some facts on one of the most common, Mirena. This is recommended for those who have already had children. One of the best things about IUDs is that it is not your responsibility to make them reliable. You don't have to take something every day or refill something each month. You don't have to remember to do anything, it's just there. Bayer Healthcare Pharmaceuticals 2013 gives us good information on the Mirena birth control. It is over 99% effective, and again, you don't have to worry about it every day. You can do a monthly check to make sure it's in place, but that's it. Mirena is also a good option because it can be removed whenever you would like, but it can also last up to 5 years. Bayer Health also states, less than 8 in 1,000 women, 0.8%, become pregnant over the course of the 5 years using Mirena. I have discussed many effects and consequences of not using birth control. There are many different areas of cost, such as housing, food, medical expenses, clothing, and daycare that are involved with having children. It is also very difficult to find extra time and have a social life outside of raising children. I have also provided statistics on the use and types of birth control. Lastly, I provided different birth control options: the pill, the shot, the patch, and intrauterine devices. I hope that being aware of all the effects of having children will help you to make a wise choice when it comes to using birth control. There are many different types, all which can fit anyone's needs differently. You just have to choose the best one for you.